Hi everyone, my name is Sylvia Wambui. I am a counselor, a wife, and a mom to two amazing children. And they're actually the ones who have helped me with this video. And I'd like to share with you a few thoughts. This morning I was reading that there's a season for everything. Let me just read what I have to share, and then we can talk just a little bit about it. There's a season, a time appointed for everything, and a time for every delight and event or purpose under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot what is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to throw away stones and a time to gather stones. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search and a time to give up as lost. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear apart and a time to sew together. A time to keep silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. What stood out for me as I read this is that indeed there are seasons in life. You know, just the way the weather patterns change. Here in Kenya, some seasons are very hot, like now, and there are seasons when it's very cold. Sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's very unpredictable also. There are seasons when one day it's hot, the next day it's raining, and we are wondering what's going on. And for those of our friends who are not in Africa, you know, you have the seasons, you have the winter, you have fall, you have summer, you have spring, you know. But when we relate this to our lives, we realize that our lives have seasons. There are happy seasons, there are sad seasons. And as I was reading, I was wondering, are you aware of what season you are in your life? Are you able to point out that currently I'm in a season of embracing? Or are you in a season of not embracing? Are you in a season of building or in a season of tearing up? And once you realize what season you are in, you know, are you able to manage yourself? You know, can you be gracious towards yourself? Can you extend grace to yourself and say, maybe this is a time to mourn, and allow yourself to mourn? It could be a business that went wrong, a relationship, a loss of a loved one. You know, are you able to allow yourself to just mourn that, you know, that loss, yeah, and extend grace to yourself? The other question I would like us to think about is, while I'm in this season, what is in my control and what is not in my control? I think in that way, when we know what's in my control and what is out of control, it helps manage our behavior and our feelings towards the season we are in. So even as I wind up, I would just like to remind you that sometimes when you're in a season, especially a hard season, you feel like it lasts forever, you know, but seasons don't last forever. So no matter what season you are in, whether you're in a happy season or in a not so good season, please remember, it doesn't last, but tough people do endure. Thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Sylvia again. You can follow me on Facebook, Sylvia Wambui. You can follow me on Instagram, Sylvia Counselor, and I'm also on Twitter, Sylvia Wambui. Thank you for listening to me, and may you remember, seasons don't last forever, though they feel like they last forever.